Alright, good evening. Welcome back to Three Swords Gaming. So, quick video, hopefully. Again, recording videos kind of out of sequence or out of my normal schedule. But I have a problem. So, there are a number of things that I can't move forward on without the AIC, the Automated Industry Complex, or whatever it's called, in Wuling. So let's do that real quick. Short video? I hope so, because it's like evening here and I'm in the middle of my work week, and because of my commute, my work week is like relatively demanding. My job is not hard, but I spend like 2.5 hours a day in the car. So a 40-hour work week is actually like 50 something, which doesn't feel good, right? I'm sure there are folks out there who can relate. Considering I average like 5 views per video, they may not necessarily be watching, but surely they can relate, right? So, let's get the AIC set up real quick. Oh, hi, little boy.
Hello, everyone. I was assigned by Tianchi Zhuang to... Wait, no. I shouldn't mention Tianchi Zhuang first.
I can't even say it, so whenever you mention it is fine with me.
I'm a Wuling watchguard. I'm trainee watchguard Lifeng. Maybe I should start with a proper greeting since they're VIPs. Distinguished guests from Endfield, Administrator, Supervisor Perlica, Miss Chen Yu. Please...
Please what?
Whoa!
I don't know if I find this interaction entertaining or really dumb. It's either one or the other.
Greetings. Are you waiting for us?
Yes, ma'am! Greetings. I'm trainee watchguard Zhuang Tianshi. Please, allow me to lead you to the designated spot.
Oh, you nailed it, Lifeng.
Sure thing, Mr. Zhuang Tianshi.
Oh, wait, no. It's Lifeng. My name's Lifeng. Sorry, this is my first time on duty.
It's really, really weird that they would assign someone who's literally never done anything before to escort a VIP. But, hey, I was never in the Wuling military, so what do I know?
Hey, relax. You serve under Mifu, right? That's impressive for your age. And please, just call me Chenyu.
Oh, thank you. Your passes are all set. Please follow me. Uncle G, I'm back with...
Ah, you must be the guest from Endfield.
Tianshi Zhuang's message sure travels fast, huh?
Oh, come on. Lifeng was going on about it all afternoon yesterday.
Wow, such dedication.
Why does he look like that?
I just don't want to mess things up.
Kiddo, if you're this easy to fluster, you'll never make it as a watch guard.
That wasn't very nice.
Take these passes and get going.
Yes, sir. Right this way, everyone.
Between gate duty and emergency rescues, the watchguards must be pretty swamped lately, huh?
Yeah, Uncle G was still on shift at the array yesterday. He probably hasn't seen his little girl in more than a week. Oh, right. Please stick close. The Blight's very active up ahead.
There's blight inside the array, too?
Yes, it does occur in areas away from the city center, but it's all under control.
So many people here. I thought this place was off limits.
They're Tianshi and farmers from the Industrial and Agricultural Production Unit. The Tianshi handle data monitoring and Shiranite equipment, while the farmers keep test plots productive.
Wuling wouldn't run without them.
Exactly. We all know why Wuling City exists. Dangers our shadow, and we outpace it by never
Lowering our guard is what he was trying to say.
Isn't that Shuang and Yan Ning?
You know them? Wanna go say hi?
It's fine. They're probably busy dealing with the Blight.
Viva! Viva! at all. First official duty, and you already look the part. What's next? Tagging along with Captain Me in a blaze of glory, putting out fires all over the place?
Look, I didn't become a watchguard to show off.
I think they have a thing for each other. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
All right, you two. The automated industry complex is important business. Stay focused.
Thank you, Yanning. Appreciate someone who, you know, has their eyes on the mission.
Enmin? Everyone's been counting the minutes, and finally, here you are.
Was this like another rando ex-girlfriend? It might be. Who knows? Who can say? The Endman gets around, apparently. Everyone?
Let me introduce myself. I'm Yanning, head of the Wuling Shiranite Application and Tech Production Unit, and this is my student, Bai Shuang.
Pay attention to what you're doing, Baishuang.
Right now, we're handling hazard monitoring for this area, gathering intel to see if we need to roll out boots-on-the-ground measures. I heard the Endman was here in Wuling, so I got things prepped early. Bai Shuang, turn the apparatus 3 degrees to the right.
That's not 3 degrees to the right. You just turned it like 980, 1080. It's just so much turning. And to the left at that.
Okay, got it.
Jen, that's not your most flattering moment.
There's something about the Angoloi and the Blight that you should know.
Contact below. Fall back now.
Oh no.
Take this.
Bai Shuang, Section 73 of the Blighted Zone Manual.
Understood. Put on protective gear, seek immediate shelter, and leave the rest to...
Me! All non-combatants, move behind me immediately!
No. There we go.
Impressive. Yay! That's some perfect teamwork.
How did Angoloi breach the array?
The Angoloi and Wuling come from an anchor deep within the Blight Tide. Wherever the tide flows, they follow. Yanning, you said everything was under control. How bad is it really?
I must apologize to everyone from Endfield. With Shiranite reserves running low, we prioritize the safety of the city proper by deactivating some of the Tiansha pillars here. That's why the array was compromised. We plan to reactivate them before your arrival, to clear out the Blight and Angoloi. But
We're truly sorry. Every resource is stretched thin.
That's actually, so I don't know that they really like do a very good job here. Overall, I like the story. I've heard some people say the story is not very good compared to the original Arknights, and that may be true. I'm playing through the original Arknights, but overall, I'm fine with the story in Endfield. Here, though, they don't really do as good a job as maybe they could have if they had invested a little bit more in this. In the concept of that sacrifice of saying, okay, we're gonna, we have to prioritize certain defenses over others, and so we prioritize the civilian population inside the city proper, and put like, these different people who are working outside of the city proper at great risk, and that could have been emphasized if like, they had made it a little bit more serious, like farmers had been killed or something, and we are there while that's happening. Like, that would really drive it home, right? and there's pros and cons to that. I'm not saying that that's like something that they should have done or needed to do, but we kind of get this idea that of them prioritizing certain defenses. Like, we kind of blow through this a little quick here, and it really could be something that maybe, you know, has more significance.
Don't blame yourselves. We understand what you are going through.
Thank you. Fangyi must have briefed you.
Sorta.
While you head to the reserved site, we'll continue doing everything we can to contain the Blight disaster. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have to hurry to the next location. Lifeng, please take care of them.
Tianshi Zhuang and Wuling City are sheltering more than she has admitted.
We need to deploy the PAC as soon as possible.
Yes, Chen. Yes, we do.
Chen Yu, Tianshi Zhuang said you're going to build a factory, and it'll top every other Shiranite production facility. Is that true? Does this factory support automatic Shiranite production, so the Tianshi won't have to work day and night in the lab anymore?
Yes, that's exactly what we want to achieve with the AIC factory.
Oh, all right then. Everyone, let's pick up the pace.
So my daughter is, she plays a number of gacha RPGs. Not this one. I couldn't get her into it. I tried. She wasn't biting. Genshin is her favorite, and of all the characters in Endfield who feel like they were just ported over directly from Genshin, Lifeng is the one that, to me, the most feels like a Genshin character that accidentally landed in this game. Overall, if I had to draw a comparison, I would say this game is a lot more like Wuthering Waves than Genshin. But probably just because of his appearance, Lifeng feels like... Is it Lifeng? Lifeng? He feels like a Genshin character. It might just be the way he looks.
Endman, this plot meets all deployment criteria. Level terrain, favorable weather, and optimal wind conditions. Let us begin.
Is wind like an important thing for this factory, Perlica? I don't know that I considered the wind when I set up like my previous factories. And by the way, factories are a huge part of like why we are doing this, because we're not gonna be able to see. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, if we go back to Valley 4 here, so within our various like outposts, infrastation and refugee camp both have defenses that I can't conduct without certain turrets, because of the level that they're at. And oh, look at that. I can't get those turrets without having this AIC set up. Hopefully just getting this thing set up will be adequate, because I just don't have time for like more than 45 minutes or so tonight to make a video. So we will see what happens. Alright, AIC. Fall from the sky.
Conditions met. Coordinates uploaded. We are good to go, Endman. Please issue the command.
By my authority, let the pack fall. That's a weird thing to say.
Wow, orbital drop. Never seen it before.
It dropped from the Zhuang. Or, it's more than just the three of us. We've got Zhuang. I actually like that second one better.
Want to wave to our operators up there? They can see us, you know?
Hey, don't treat me like a kid. I aced dynamics and intermediate physics. Top of my class.
It's very impressive.
Top? But dynamics was practically written in Eldritch runes. There you go. Finally smiling. Just relax a little. Our Endman's here. Everything will work out.
Yeah, seeing the PAC myself really gives me hope. So, what's next?
Not so fast. We've got prep work first. Endman, let's review the Wuling AIC plan.
Yes, please. So I mentioned once or twice that, okay, so I mentioned once or twice that, like, Wuling almost represents, like, a reset. So here we are, again, like, starting over again with the AIC, just like we start over again with basically everything, right?
The Sheer-Knight-related AIC technologies are still in preparation. Perhaps we could first...
Oh no. By Zhuang.
That's Zhuang! What happened?
Let's go check on her.
Let's. So before we do that, let's see, how many of these? We got 5. We need... What do we need here? Marsh gas. Can we just get that straight up? Alright. And it won't hurt to have the grenade tower as well. So let's go ahead and just prioritize both those. We're probably going to regret that because we're probably going to need like some of these others. But many of these, well, truthfully, we won't to get started unless it makes us. Like, it might make us get that one at some point. We got a couple more. Alright, let's stop right there. We'll see if it asks us to get anything else at some point in time. But we got what we needed, which is marsh gas. Now, it's worth noting, here's another... Oh, it won't actually let me do...
Only by walking upon the land.
Facility construction yet. We're too early in the story.
Every breath and pulse of life.
I think we might need Zeronite to actually
Is what
construct
Endfield is fighting for.
those. So which means we still have a problem, but...
Yeah, Ning. Zhuang, are you guys okay?
Don't worry, just small scratches.
A landslide? And it took out the irrigation channels, too. This feeds the experimental fields. This is quite a headache.
Quite a headache.
Sorry, I got jump scared by a pantail beast. I thought it was an ankylos, so...
I'm not blaming you. Glad you're safe. But this water will be gone soon if we don't act fast.
So the first time I played through this, I was kind of like, I didn't know how to feel about this. Are we meant to believe that when she was startled, like, her magic, whether because she was aiming at the pantail beast or just because she lost control of it, like, straight devastated this hillside and caused this landslide? Like, is she, like, low-key the most powerful character in the game, or what's going on here?
Let me call Uncle G. Hope we can get Tianxia engineers from the city to help us.
Don't. Everyone's busy enough as it is. Let's handle this ourselves.
I don't know if that's the right answer or not. I mean, shouldn't engineers do the engineering?
Shuang, go get another Tianxia apparatus. After that stunt you just pulled, clearing this mess should be no problem.
But, won't that take a really long time?
You got a better idea? Just leave this dry canal as is? The farmers won't be happy. If we don't fix it soon, it won't just affect their water supply, but it'll also disrupt monitoring at the far end of the system.
Oh no. Oh, she's straight gonna cry. But we can fill the canal. Everything's okay.
The automation core!
That's right! We can use the AIC factory! Time to see what Tianxia Zhuang meant by creating something out of nothing.
That is a real mystery of physics, if we're being honest.
The depth readings still haven't stabilized. We really can't afford to waste any time. Never thought we'd be the ones asking for help. Enfielders, we're counting on you.
Endman, production details for fluid pump and fluid supply unit have been attached to the Wuling AIC plan. Let us begin.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, now we can go to the facility list. Yep, fluid pump. Sure. Oh, good thing we have some of whatever we needed. I assume it gives you like 40 or whatever you need to construct these things, just in case you don't happen to have any. I think those are steel parts. They might be ferrium parts, but I think they're steel parts.
So, Hinman.
Alright. Facility list. I'm curious real quick. Turrets. Marsh gas. Oh, no. All we need are steel parts, and I'm maxed out on those because I've been constructing them. Looking forward to the day when I can construct 10 marsh gas. 10 beam towers. You get the idea. Alright, sweet. We're gonna make some heavy gun towers too, even though I don't think those rate for what we needed. Alright, back to the mission at hand.
Please place a fluid pump over there, closer to the canal. Last
Okie
time
dokie.
I was helping the farmers, the pump never worked right. Ma'am yelled at me all the time. Oh. We can place a fluid supply unit. If we want to automate the originium industry, how should we handle the power issue?
That's a good question, Zhuang.
We have temporary power supply solutions, but they will take time to implement.
Now that we've seen what Endfield can do, it's time for Wuling to shine a little. Baishuang, didn't we prepare a final batch of Shiranite relays and electric pylons before? They can automatically connect to nearby Shiranite power facilities. Should be able to help.
That's like magic. That's Nikola Tesla stuff right there.
Oh, that's right! I get it now!
The world is a wireless power system.
With Shiranite this scarce, these are practically luxury items. Even critical operations get limited quota.
And you're hogging them. What's up with that, Yan Ning?
But I'm sure Endfield Industries can make better use of them than I could.
Probably.
So please, go ahead.
It's working! Ma'am, the fluid supply unit's working!
So this is the AIC factory. Not just convenient, but its facilities show remarkable originium compatibility.
That's because I'm the M-man.
Ma'am, next time we do field experiments, can we bring a set of this equipment with us?
We're gonna need more than one set. Huh?
What's wrong?
Depth readings are gradually increasing. We might be approaching the blighted zone.
Well then, since we're already here, we'll help all the way.
Given how Wuling's angli are waterborne, we may encounter some further in.
Then I'll...
No. You stay and keep an eye on the AIC factory. What if the Angoloi show up here instead? The factory is crucial, and we just got it running. We can't afford any damage to it.
But Alright, fine. I'll stay and watch over everything here.
Poor Lifeng, just getting bossed around by everyone. So I'll be honest, this particular mechanic, the water levels, by no stretch of the imagination am I saying it's a bad mechanic. I just don't enjoy it. There are a couple of like various puzzles and stuff throughout this map where you're intended to use that, and I have yet to be motivated
More
to
angli.
actually...
Let's clear them first. then handle the blight.
To actually do
They are
it.
different from what we encountered in Valley 4. Ew, they're gross.
They are gross, Chen. They're gooey. No.
Here's our chance. Ready to crystallize. Pick them up. Termiting me. Stay there. What's this? In position. Not on my ready to strike. Take your end.
I got the data, but
Are the results unfavorable?
the blight ahead of us is spreading.
What? But even if there's blight inside the array, shouldn't the widespread Shiranite across Wuling reduce its activity?
Yes. Normally there's no way it would spread this fast. Which means my earlier calculations were...
Everyone, the AIC factory.
3 months, right? Fangyi, level with us. Do we even have 3 months worth of Shiranite left? You wouldn't falsify reports to your own people, would you?
Oh, things got real serious here real quick.
Bit by bit we're losing ground. Until what? You start feeding your own flesh and blood into the production of Shiranite?
I will handle everything. But I do need all of you to stay focused on your own posts.
Fine. You do your job, I'll do mine. Should have known better than to worry you'd work yourself to death. Bye, Zhuang. Take the data and submit it to the Shiranite Central Laboratory. And do follow the standard procedure. Address it to Viceroy Zhuang.
Hindman. Access permissions have been granted. Please go to the Shiranite Central Laboratory. I will see you there.
We must hurry over.
Yeah.
Tianshu Yanning, Tianshu Baishuang. Bye-bye for now.
Ugh. That was pathetic. Enmin, you're the only ones who can help her now.
The clock's ticking. Quickest path to the labs through the housing blocks. Endman, after things calm down in Wuling, could I please have a tour of Dijiang?
I mean, if I get lucky enough to pull you, sure.
Whoa, you're not even a full-time watch guard yet, and you're already thinking about job hopping?
That's not what I meant. It's just that I still have a lot to learn. It's a promise then. See you around, everyone.
All right, now that things have settled down, let's go find Tianshu Zhuang and figure out our Shiranite production plan. And we can swing by Hongshan Swordmancer's later. Yeah, might as well go there and grab sharper toys. We've got plenty of fights ahead. Perlica?
Let's go.
What's on your mind, Perlica?
Just thinking about Viceroy Zhuang and her unique approach to leadership. Mifu, Yan Ning, and the others. It seems they'd rather be her friend than treat her as their viceroy. For Wu Ling, she'd give her all. None question her peerless skill. They only fear their friend might be burning herself out.
Oh, Pearly, why did you start thinking about this again? Here are my 2 cents. I think Supervisor Perlica is extremely capable as well. Of course, the same applies to our Enman.
So that little bit of follow-on dialogue there from Perlica is kind of nice because I think in the localization process, maybe we lose a little bit of what's intended when Viceroy Zhuang is talking to what's-her-face, the scientist. It doesn't really, I think, for like an American player, translate to be that, what's her name, like Bai Ning or something like that, is worried about her friend Viceroy Zhuang. It more comes off as like, almost in subordination, which I don't think is what they intended in the slightest. That's just the way it kind of comes off. So, I took a wrong turn. So I'm glad that we get like a little bit more dialogue there from Perlica that helps us kind of better understand what is actually taking place there, right? All right. Oh, I should have stayed up there to drop down that other thing. Oh well. We'll survive. Alright, and there's a reason that even though now I got the turrets I wanted, that I want to continue along a little bit further in this video before we reach a stopping point. One, probably for the story, it's nice to kind of find a little closure on you know, conceptually what is happening here. Two, there's still something that I want us doing here in Wuling with the AIC that we cannot yet do. And I believe
Once we get
this...
past the Bell of Three Presences of the Tianshu Bureau Academy, we'll be pretty close.
Bell of Three Presences?
AGS motto. See true, think clear, practice plenty. Three presences, see? Though, my AGS friends always joked it meant eyes glazed, brain fried, hands cramped. Speaking of which, maybe I should reach out for a gathering or something.
Thanks, Chen. No, I forgot. Oh, yeah. For some of the basic production that we need to do at the AIC, I'd like to finish this story arc a little bit more.
The Institute of Material Science is up ahead.
Wow. They added another lab building in just a few years.
Out of the numerous HAS proposals for dealing with the Blight, Project Sheer-Knight seems to be getting plenty of attention.
Well, it works pretty good, so could be why.
You passed the check? This thing's definitely not scanning faces.
I really enjoyed this little part of this story. I also appreciate that they didn't translate that the robotic voice of the door to English. I kind of like that they left it in what I assume is Mandarin. I think, at least for me as an American player, I guess I can't speak for every American player, which I did a moment ago. But definitely for me, it adds to the ambiance, and I'm not losing anything by like not knowing what it says.
Then, if I do this... What? No, that's not what I meant! Hey, redo that!
I don't know why, but I find that so funny. That is not like super intelligent humor, but oh man, I really do enjoy that.
Why?
That's the funniest part to me. Oh man.
Jen, Tianxue Zhuang is still waiting for us.
Her body language is so funny. They did a really good job with that, in my opinion.
I'm doomed. Now I'll be stuck pulling this ridiculous face every single scan-in.
Initiate third Shiranite energy injection. Monitoring instruments, prepare for data logging.
Readings from channel B34 are exceeding the expected range from the pre-test simulations.
Attempt recalibration. Try to minimize the interference.
It's not working. I'm getting the same thing. None of my numbers match those from Yinglong.
Interference eliminated. Let's go for another run.
We continue. Initiate fourth Shiranite energy injection.
Zhuang, data adjustments for this run look pretty big. We might...
Stop the run! Stop it! Changyun, how many runs have we had at this?
Stop whining. Get some water and cool off the stabilizing rod. The cooling system's down again.
Water? That's like baseline cooling efficiency. Your senior knows ice making origin in Mars, right? Maybe we should get him instead.
Let me do it. But I need you to sort out the readings from the runs. Take a short break, and we'll continue after that.
Enmin can help. So, before Enmin helps, this is a... this is not a bad sequence here, right? Because they dabble with something, which is when you do, like, sci-fi, right? Which Endfield fundamentally is sci-fi. When you do sci-fi, if you try too hard to explain... unless you're really, like, dug in on hard science fiction, trying too hard to explain, like, the how and the why in terms of, like, the technical side of things is a real dangerous path, because then someone's like, well, I'm a major in nuclear physics, and I can say... And now, your story is getting crapped on by some kid who's a major in nuclear physics. It's okay for the science of your science fiction to be fiction. It's okay for it to be somewhat arcane and unclear to the reader or player or viewer or whatever how it works. This is a crazy, crazy common pitfall with science fiction and also with magic systems in, like, fantasy. People try to over-explain it, right? I think they do a decent job here of creating mechanisms that should be familiar to someone with, like, the idea of, like, control rods in a nuclear facility, right? But still making it arcane enough that there's not an over equivalence to, like, a current technological analog that someone's trying to draw that comparison, right? Decent job here. So I enjoy this little sequence where they're performing some sort of arcane technology to try and, like, produce this Shiranite or improve the Shiranite or whatever.
Endman?
In the flesh. Let's not have Zhuang run the errands, huh? Or, want to try my jet drone? It's super effective. I kind of like the second one.
Okay, then. Since the Endman volunteered, I'll let you handle this little task.
Yay. Because basically, Endman's a child. Just wants to play with her drone. Flow control node. Yay.
Aim at the array stabilizing rod. Get its energy level within the range of equilibrium. That'll help control its temperature. Did you activate this drone, Endman? Its arts unit seems to be quite enhanced.
One more run. Same perimeters.
So, is it working?
Please. This has to succeed.
It's got to succeed.
We've got this?
Chen is so likable.
It worked. Wait, let me check the date.
Me too!
Endman.
All because I used my drone. I didn't even use it right. I completely forgot that mechanic, and I was just spraying the thing. It took me a minute to remember that there's like a little, barely a mini game, but a little mini game to it. Guess he succeeded.
Yes, though it's just a first step. We're looking for a set of suitable parameters. They'll ensure the Shiranite production facilities are PAC compatible. With the success of our first step, we can start designing the blueprints of said facilities.
Impressive. And faster than expected. This could have only been achieved thanks to the Tianxia.
Indeed. We should really give them some time to rest.
By the way, I like Tianxi Zhuang's like outfit with like almost like armor sort of here, and the gloves are just I'm not the biggest fan of her character. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the sleepy eyes, honestly, but the design, like a lot of this, is really cool. Yeah, sleepy eyes, you seem in need of a break.
Me? Thank you, but I'm alright. Ge Yipu and Changyun spent months on this project without a break. Compared to them, my contributions pale.
Our research center has just received data from the Tianxia. However, it'll take a while to get the completed blueprints from them.
Supervisor Parlika. While we wait, perhaps I can take the Endmen on a tour of the central laboratory.
I don't know what to choose. These almost don't feel like... Is this me trying to avoid the tour?
I can handle things on my own. Chen, why don't you join the tour as well?
Me? Qianshu Zhuang has our Endman covered. I can't add much. Maybe I should...
Since Chen just returned to Wuling, maybe there are places that she wants to visit again.
Yeah, this city's changed a lot. I really want to do some exploring.
Okay. Then, I'm leaving our Endman in your hands, Tianxia Zhuang.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna make out? Get the feeling we're constantly on the edge of just making out. Alright, what, is she upstairs?
The data room is upstairs from here. You should have full access to all the files. The area upstairs is the administrative office and labs for various fields of science. However, I believe you'll be more interested in the data room. Some of your old files and documents are stored there. Would you like to have a look?
Yes, I would. Sure.
This way, please. All reports and data generated since the founding of the science station are stored in this place.
Zhuang, just at the right time. I was about to give you these data reports. Oh, the Endman's here too.
Yep, literally standing right here, Wu.
I'm with the Endmen. We're looking for information from the past.
Oh, you should have told me, girl. I can easily retrieve them for you.
It's all right. I know where the records are. As for these reports, please deliver them to Supervisor Perlica. Thank you.
All right, girl. I'll do as you say.
Let's go, Endman. They should be over here. Well, there are moments when memories fail. Let's look for it together.
So if you don't remember where they are, maybe that nice lady over there could have just helped us? Oh look, here's some things right here.
Fangyi, once we completely fill up the rift, maybe they'll build a brand new city there. If that day comes, I hope there's gonna be a 24/7 dessert store. How about you? Don't tell me you're gonna ask for a brand new research building.
There are enough labs already. I think we can use a mascot. We should place it somewhere really conspicuous. That empty plot next to the training grounds looks perfect.
The people working for the Sway Regulator would never agree. In fact, they keep complaining that the Yinglong Special Task Force isn't getting the training areas it needs. Fangyi, why did you leave the recording device on again?
You once said that when the city was complete, you'd sprint from the east to west in one breath. But with all these stairs now, in one breath might be asking too much.
Maybe.
Your last departure was so abrupt. Not even a proper goodbye. This city might have just been a pause for you, but we're not letting go of what you started here. We had an intense discussion to name the Shiranite Nexus. The debate actually turned physical. Thankfully, my mentor won in the end, or we'd have to call it... I still can't bring myself to say it.
Wait, we call it what? I really want to know what it was going to be.
Don't you want to spend more time here? There are still some documents in the data room.
Yeah, kind of, because none of that really told me anything. It was really more about you than about me. I'm afraid the answers aren't really here. Alright, well, let's give up then, Edmund.
That being said, I was busy showing you around the place. I didn't even ask you how you felt about the city.
Oh, it's fine.
That was pretty rude of me. So, Endman, what do you think about this place?
So what do I actually think? It's awesome. I think they did a great job with Wooling. It's good.
Do you think you'll like this place?
Yeah, it's good. Sometimes I think Edmund's kind of a simpleton. It's weird that she's like the savior of all mankind. Of course. We'll do what we can to protect the city.
Never doubted it. I brought you here because I wanted to share a few moments from the past. Supervisor Perlica might need a while to get things done. Let's just wait outside.
I mean, honestly, I kind of need Supervisor Perlica to get things done.
Over here, Endman. This happens to be the students' recess. The place might get a little busy. To be honest, I wouldn't be getting this break if you never came to help us out.
So I actually love that Wuling has a jogging track.
Your new disciple?
Oh, no. This is the administrator of Enfield Industries.
The administrator? Seriously?
Looks pretty young to me.
Please don't mind them. Most of the young Tianshi never met you before. Hearsays and written records are all that they have. In fact, they've been keen to see you after hearing... The pear blossoms are blooming already. Mifu's got a point. This lab is swallowing whole seasons. There goes spring again. You like it?
This pear blossom aroma. I know it from somewhere.
Did you just remember something? You actually brought a pear blossom sapling during your last visit to the science station. You even said a day will come when you'll raise a blooming orchard in Wuling.
A blooming orchard. That must have been rather difficult in a place overrun by the Blight.
Indeed. Preserving beautiful flowers like these is never easy, especially in those difficult times. But look, I have succeeded.
Ma'am! We've got bad news!
Take a breath, and then go on.
One of the sky poles we're using for the performance. We were just test flying the unit. But the signal went out above Fangxing Avenue. We lost it.
Fangxing Avenue.
I forgot how long this is. We still got a minute ahead of us. That's alright. All good. Is it out of control?
Come with me, Edmund. Sorry for dragging you all along. I got a little carried away. Hope you don't mind.
Well, it is late spring, early summer, and I'm in both a sweater dress and a jacket, so... I mean, it might just be that I'm really hot. I don't know. It's alright.
Yes, it matters a lot, actually. I don't want this to spoil the event later on.
So if I were to pick on the story, and particularly on these cutscenes, one thing I would note is there are a number of times, like what just happened, where they give us a dialogue choice, but then the voice acting is clearly responding to one choice and is completely out of context for the other. There are times when the voice acting is not ambiguous as to which choice you made. So I said it's alright, and she says it matters a lot. Well, no, but the other option was like, is this sky pole important? And it's so clearly this is a response to 1, right? It's not a crisis, but it is an area where they could stand to make improvements. You know, the voice acting is good. I think I actually think a lot of their voice actors are very good. And there are a number of things I like about it. I can kind of go into depth on that, but now's not the time because this video is already going to run a little bit longer than I'd hoped. But this is an area where they could improve.
I'm glad to hear that. So, in order to live up to your expectations, we should address this issue quickly.
Okay, I guess the person who runs Wu Ling and the Endmen are going to fix a broken drone.
This sky pole seems to be flying normally. Maybe there's something wrong with its sensors. Odd.
Chase it down.
Keep up with the sky pole, Endman. Don't let it escape. Wait, I think I hear a child crying. I can't just ignore this. A child lost a balloon.
My chubby love.
Xiaoxiang. It's all right. Tell me what's wrong.
It's the bad machine. A bad machine took my chubby love.
There. Now where did this machine go?
Over there. It flew over there.
Thank you for telling me that. Let's buy you another chubby lung, okay?
Really? Then I want the special TGCC crossover exclusive.
Okay. The special crossover exclusive it shall be. Endman, have you seen the balloon in Skypole?
I only see a sprinkler truck involved in an accident.
It must have been hit by the Skypole.
I don't think we can do anything about this. What does it mean, give it a love tap? Like just kick the side to get it started again? Let's kick it. Oh, apparently that didn't do anything. Well, that was the only thing I could think of.
No worries. Just let us handle this.
Are you mechanics? Because I'm not. Well, I kind of am, I guess. I'm a magic mechanic. But you guys are normal mechanics, and you might be better suited for this, honestly.
The truck looks alright. We'll move it out of the way. Can't afford to let it affect the performance event. Got anything else I can help you with?
We've got to stop that Skypole.
Shen, Chancellor Zhang, let's surround this thing. Block that path. I'll cover here.
These guys are so motivated.
Thank you, everyone. Endman!
Ha! This one's slippery. I'll block that side. Oi! Quit moving! Bloody machine!
Shall we continue the chase?
I mean, I killed like these giant Agaloy, but I can't catch a drone. Really disappointed in my own skills. Oh, street sweeper, look out.
Chancellor Zhuang, you finally found the time to come jogging with us.
Wow, you actually brought a friend along, Tianjin Zhuang?
Oh, hi there. Chancellor...
Sorry, folks. We really need to. It's just up ahead.
Let's hurry.
Yeah.
Whoa! What the? The performance is about to start. How am I supposed to serve anyone with this mess?
Ah, Pan. Or, Depan.
My deepest apologies, Engineer Pan. I should have retrieved it sooner.
Oh, Teacher Zhuang. Can't believe you're personal running this errand. Hey, Admin. You here as well?
I will say, I find Depan to be a very enjoyable character. I really do. Put this unfortunate diner's tab on Endfield. Yeah, we got this. After all, we have factories in our pocket. We can probably afford some soup.
Boring. It's just a cheap soup base. How about repair mill? The performance is about to start. As for this sky pole, it's frequency rating at phobos. Oh, jeez!
Ah, my shirt!
It's all over my hair!
So cool!
Ah! Chili oil! My eyes burning!
Okay, that's actually really funny.
Terribly sorry, people.
Oh dear.
It's not looking very good.
I'll try.
So again, a response to the other dialogue.
The drone caused a serious mess. Fubo needs to review this properly. Sorry for suddenly involving you in this.
I had fun.
Really? That's good.
Now, see, this is a case where, really, that's good. As vague and benign as that is, would have effectively addressed, like, either dialogue option, right?
An occasional walk does help with remembering things we barely think about when busy.
See, and that's really good, because this would very effectively follow up on the first dialogue option, but still makes sense in context for the second dialogue option.
I'll find a way to make it up to everyone.
People keep talking about a performance. What's up with that?
Fengxing Avenue often hosts events for Wuling's residents. In a city encircled by threats, these gatherings do wonders for morale. And this little thing is one of the most important performers we have for today. The world-changing missions of Endfield may call, but if you become blind to those who support you, that would be a shame. Memory might have faded for you, but never for the city that waited.
That's actually really good dialogue.
So, you did plan this from the start, and gave yourself an excuse to leave the lab.
My original plan involved a proper tour of Wuling with a rather detailed itinerary. But when I saw that malfunctioning sky pole darting about without a goal in mind, I suddenly wanted you to walk the streets of Wuling, not as a strategist, but as a wanderer.
Yeah, very sudden indeed.
So, for this unexpected reception, how would you rate Wuling's performance.
Ah, Qianxi Zhuang. Here to watch the performance? New bamboo dew milk tea. Second cup, half price. Here, just take the last two. On the house. One for solitary joy, two to unlock happiness. Whew, finally sold them all. Time to call this shift. Bye!
Bye.
Endman? Tell me, what is the Wuling you see?
These are all good responses, right? Let's go with a gentle city. A friendly city. Let's go with a friendly city.
It's almost time. Time to take your proper spot.
Expect a noble helper.
Land remains, but people fade.
Ba-da-da-dum.
Let's head back.
This turned out to be a rather eventful trip. Yeah, sure.
Tired?
I don't know what question this is in reference to.
I'm afraid I didn't really catch it back then because of the noise. Sorry. But I already have the answer I need. The moment the Academy told me about your return, I began rehearsing a decade's worth of stories. There's too much to be done, and the stories worth sharing are few.
I mean, now's as good a time as any, right?
Anything you feel like hearing, Endman?
Tell me about your past.
That's something I need to think about. 20 years ago, we worked with Endfield to prepare our 4th scientific survey for expansion. Years later, I volunteered for the science expedition and left the growing cities within the Hongshan crater for the first time. My observations of the rift left me memories far clearer than the others I made at Hongshan. After a lengthy debate, my mentor finally named the science station Wuling. Wu, the pacifying force of martial might. Ling, the riparian ridge denying the blight. The Hongshan Academy of Sciences and its greatest allies committed every resource to create Shiranite. By combining our knowledge of Originium and the Farron Matsui, we forged the first milestone of Wuling Science Station. The Shiranite reversed the blight and isolated the rift. Clean water cascaded from the Shiranite Dam. We finally conquered the rift. At least, that was what I believed until the accident. Parting lasts an eternity, and Wuling is the final mark they left behind. How could I ever forget? In the blink of an eye, the science station had birthed a city. The people of Wuling found a way to thrive upon the harshest lands, to shelter the citizens, to fend off threats. A city is nothing without its people. Endman, I'm truly happy to see you back.
Here I am.
Before I joined the Wuling Science Expedition, I had many options and problems as well. I was completely overwhelmed. Until one day, I read a question on the title page of an old book. It was a self-reflection written by a Tumu Tianshi. I asked myself the same question, and only submitted my applications after some deliberation. While the young still see the verdant hills and rivers. It's just a very simple question. But in this untamed land, that question claws at my chest. Unexpectedly, unrelentingly. One day, time will write that reply for us. But at this moment, the looming threat is what matters most.
Tianshi Zhuang, Endman, the blueprints for the Shiranite production facilities are ready. We can now progress to the next phase of our collaboration.
Time to seek the answer.
I'm all ready.
Good. I've notified Chen to make her way to the core AIC area. Let's rendezvous there.
You coming with us, Jianshi Zhuang?
Thank you, but no. I've already taken my break. so it's time to get myself back to the Institute of Materials Science. Then I'll head to the main pillar and monitor the Tianshi pillar array. Nevertheless, do allow me to express my gratitude. An eternity passed, yet now hope stirs again.
Holy smokes, not a short video at all. So I had forgotten about that entire sequence, which is long. But it is good. It does a lot for character development, for a character that, from what I understand, on 1.2 we're going to be able to pull for. It does a lot for character development for Enman, honestly, and some of the backstory of Enfield and of Wu Ling, and really makes this city of Wu Ling like a little bit more tangible as well. So I appreciate all that. It's just agonizing when you wanted to do a short video and you're trapped in a very long sequence like that. But all right, we got through it. Confirm. And while we're here, yeah, Forge expansion. All right, now we are out of our points here in the AIC plan, so we're gonna have to unlock the rest of them. But we're gonna be glad that we immediately unlocked Forge expansion. I'm glad I still had 2 points left.
Oh, I heard about this thing before. I think it was mentioned in some ancient legend of Great Yan that goes like, "Hearken, the Forge of the Sky awaits 5 Earthborn metals." Perhaps this was the Tianxi's wish for their new machine.
Okay, are we done talking? We are? Okay, then we're gonna be big cheaters and we're gonna just teleport there. Because I do want to wrap this video now, especially now. This is the very last thing that I was waiting on, was the ability to build the Forge of the Sky. Much longer video than I intended, but we did reach all of our goals after this is done.
Enman, Tianshu, Yan Ning, and Bai Shuang are here.
Oh good, I missed Bai Shuang.
We meet again. I'll offer assistance in troubleshooting to ensure the success of this operation.
Okie dokie.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Bai Shuang. Where's Lifeng?
I think he got some new orders from Captain Mi. Another blight tide has emerged.
Oh no, he died.
The tides are so frequent it almost feels like a constant thing. Let's focus on constructing the Forge of the Sky first.
Okay.
We must deploy the Sheernite production line ASAP to resolve the Wu Ling urgency.
So, really weird little thing here when it comes to localization. The first time I played through this, as soon as I saw this sentence at the bottom, I said the voice actor is going to say ASAP. The voice actor said ASAP. Now, probably it's an American or you know, Western, probably an American voice actor. So they would know that ASAP is like part of our vernacular, right? But still, I appreciate that they were able to. This is one area where the localization got it right, and it sounds right to an American. And I know Americans who say ASAP, but we all know ASAP is the correct way to say that, right? All right, I'm ready for this.
We shall observe a brand new method for Sheernite production. This learning opportunity doesn't come often. Pay close attention, Bai Shuang.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's begin, Endman.
Alright, we should have a short little tutorial. Yep. We already went through this. No, oh, is it gonna make us do the sim? Brutal. Alright, let's do it. Sure. Why not? Alright, first of all, top view is the only right way to... Alright, yeah, so it's asking us to do a thing. Okay, so 1. Sure, it's as good a spot as any. What's the hang up here? We already got... Why is that? Alright, sure. It's weird that we're just going straight for carbon. I forget what we were putting else. What else were we putting in here? It says it here somewhere. Carbon, sand leaf, clean water. Oh, is it more carbon? Yeah, it's more carbon. Oh, I guess that needs to go somewhere, doesn't it? Alright, problem solved. Go team. All right. You know what? Why is it telling me to... Yeah. By the way, there's no point in constructing more than 2 of these, at least at this point in the game, because you can only use 2 at this point in the game. Alright, so. Oh, you know what? I can't... Oh, there we go. Alright, facility list, forward to the sky, place. And that looks like what we want. For now. That's obvious. This is not how I'm going to do it long term, by any stretch of the imagination. But for the moment, just to get this up and running, like this will do the trick. Right, converger. Why is it like showing me the converger? Sure, looks good. That'll do. Okay, so again, that's like super sloppy, right? But it will do for today. And then... Now, this doesn't do anything for us unless we have, which we obviously don't, like stabilized carbon, right? Oh, and power. Again, not the optimal setup, but it'll do for now. And what I'm not going to do, what I'm not going to make you watch, is me set up some stabilized carbon, which for the near term, I might just import from Valley 4 anyway. Now, that's a very slow process. You can set up an automated movement of goods from Valley 4 to Wuling, but it moves it very slow. So it's far more beneficial to produce things in Wuling. And of course, all I need to make stabilized carbon is like some, what? Ooh, I don't remember what I need. Anyway, we'll find out what it is. But it's all things that I can create here in Wuling. So either I'll do it in Wuling or I'll do it in Valley 4. Not important. But let's wrap this up here because this has actually been a very long video, and it's past dinner time already, and I've lost much of my evening. So, and I have yet to log into my main account and knock out my daily chores on that. So, thank you very much for hanging out with me. We actually got a big chunk of the story taken care of. I didn't realize how much story was tied to completing the process of getting the AIC up and running. But certainly, by the next time I do a video, this factory is going to be far more developed, and I will have made a lot more progress in Wuling. And, well, actually... Yeah, I did that. Thank you.
We can now use the Forge of the Sky to produce Shironite.
Alright. So actually, I'm saying goodbye, and then I realized I want to complete this portion of the story. Like, I want it to close that out so that it's not pending in the journal. God forbid it automatically starts another story beat. I might die if it does that. Okay, as long as we don't go talk to Yan Ning, as long as I don't go over there before the next video, we're fine, right? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna regret this.
Ma'am, it's working!
Did this just make Shironite? With the most basic raw materials?
Yep, turned out all you needed was charcoal briquettes, Yan Ning.
Shironite is an originium derivative. It's basically protocol originium with additional properties imbued by the forge itself. This process is truly effective.
I'm amazing.
Sorry, I got a little carried away. Our next step is to verify the effectiveness of the newly produced Shironite. Enman, remember the place where we found the blight?
Yep.
If this batch of Shironite can reset the entire Shironite flow control node...
Shironite flow control node?
I'll explain it to you when we get there.
Oh gosh, I knew I was gonna regret this. Run fast, Em. We don't have time for nonsense. Jump.
The Shironite flow control node is up ahead. Place some Shironite in it to use the device.
Is this it? I thought it was just decor for a scenic vantage point.
I mean, it's both.
Try activating the Shironite flow control node. Enman, you can use the device as long as you're within the purification radius of the Shironite flow control node.
Watch it melt away like ice in summer. This device is so effective. So, why didn't we use it before?
Well, the Enman's jet drone used to be malfunctioning as well. Our Shironite production was barely enough to cover the Tiansha pillar. We were forced to abandon the others. But things are different now. Injecting bits of Shironite into these Shironite facilities can bring them back up and running. It's just like a creek flowing past the fields, irrigating the fertile earth. Perhaps Endfield can truly help us to... The alarms? What is it, Fangyi?
Apologies, but we have an emergency. Has the Forge of the Sky been deployed?
It's done. We also verified the first batch of Shironite produced. Is there anything else we can do?
We just completely lost the data link to the monitoring center. The center constantly monitors ambient depth readings. It's our first line of Blight Tide defense. It plays a key role in monitoring Blight activity. If we lose the monitoring center, the city's early warning system will be compromised. Angaloy and other enemies can be dealt with, but a large-scale Blight event...
It'll serve as a field test for our Shironite.
Won't this affect our new production line?
It'll be all right.
Well, I have faith in Endfield. Mifu will be joining you.
Yay.
Yenning, help Endfield gather performance data of the Forge. Endman, we're counting on you to restart the monitoring center.
A Blight monitoring center suddenly gets overwhelmed by the Blight without giving off any warning.
Excuse me. It's Nephrith. No, it's Ardashir. It's Nephrith.
I'm not sure. They completely dropped off our radar after we entered Wuling City. However, the intensifying Blight activities must be a direct consequence of the damaged Tianxia pillar.
Enough talking already. Let's go and deal with the problem. Now!
I'm actually with Chen on this.
Bai Shuang and I will take care of this place. You just head to the monitoring center.
Alright, perfect. Okay, not a short video at all. Absurdly long, actually. Well, I mean, about the same as the others, but much longer than I intended. But this is a great, actually a great stopping point, because it was unlikely to go. Now you can see the next markers right there, but the monitoring center is ultimately over here, and I had no plans on going over there, but this at least allows me to work on the AIC, and I can gather a few more of these AIC indexes, and like there's plenty I can do now, including getting like things up and running. So this time, seriously, I mean it. We're done here. When we come back, we will go to the monitoring center. But I really appreciate you hanging out with me, as we now have the ability to produce some things in Wuling, which is going to make a huge difference for gameplay over the next few days until I can make another video. So, thank you very much. You have a good one, and I will see you next time.